Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new around here, my name is Nicole, and today we are going to do a garden update. I haven't done one of these in quite a while, and there's been a lot of changes. So let's see what's going on, shall we? This is the first day that the sun is out, and I think we need the sunglasses. Okay, let's start in the house real quick and see what I have started. So this whole thing is large leaf basil. I've actually pulled a couple out and planted them already, and then we had some die off. I don't know what happened. This is all some type of zinnia for the most part. Same with this. I planted this tub. My oldest planted this one, and then that is all peppers. I think I did a video, but I may not have ever posted it. I can't remember. It's been too long. So the peppers aren't doing the best, and I don't know why. So I may have peppers this year, I may not. So let's move outside. Here lately, we've had a lot of severe weather. I'm talking fire alarms. We've had 2 at least straight line winds, if not tornadoes, hit my town. It's been crazy. So when I planted this, it's kind of taken abuse. Now, one thing that I need to point out is we have now put on a roof to our pergola. This is still a work in progress. The rain comes in right here and beats my poor plants up. We are working on it. It's just slow. My whole patio has been moved around, redesigned, that kind of thing. It's been entertaining. So the hot tub has moved here, and it has taken, as you can see, a beating from the rain. I'm telling you, the weather has been nuts. This is the first day that we've had sun in quite a while, and we're supposed to get a reprieve from all of this until early next week, and then it's supposed to be back at us. The pots that I had on my patio last year, pretty much all of them broke or were in the process of breaking. So I've replaced them with those. Really, really, really pretty, and hopefully they will stand up better. I have one on my front porch that I bought 2 years ago, and it's still holding strong, so I went ahead and I replaced with these. Obviously, as you can see, this is my rosemary. This is Greek oregano. We have mint. Those are portulacas. And then I have this green stalk completely planted to strawberries. What are you getting into? What are you getting into? That's what I thought. Back to this. Oh, we have a flower, so we may get... I can't remember. If you ever get a green stalk, my suggestion is to get the rolling, spinning base, because look how cool this is. So I can twist... Oh, we have a strawberry growing. Oh, we have a strawberry in here too. Look at that. How pretty is that? So, the strawberries up top are not doing quite as well, oddly enough, as the ones on bottom, which I'm not gonna lie, that surprises me a little bit. My top one here, we have Eversweet. So this whole row is Eversweet. Then we have Ozark Beauty. We have All Star. One row over here, but my tags are missing, sadly, from this row. I did a combination of Everbearing and Junebearing. Junebearing will give you all of your fruit in June. Everbearing will give you a fruit crop all summer long, like once a month roughly. So I don't know where the tags are for... Oh, no, we saw that one. That one's All Star. I kept all the tags kind of right here, but I can't guarantee that, you know, the dog didn't say, "Ooh, I think I'll eat that," or the wind didn't say, "Let's blow that out." I guess I'll have to go back and find a video that tells me, because I did do a video. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so this one I actually planted the garlic. Now, is the garlic going to garlic for us? I don't know the answer. I hope so, but I just don't know. Part of the reason I don't know is simply because I planted it, it was late January, I believe. So already it is behind because you're supposed to plant them October, November here. And I used garlic from the store, not seed garlic. So I don't know. We're just gonna see what happens. It was one of those, I couldn't get any garlic in time when I was trying to plant this, so I went to the store and bought organic garlic and decided to take my chances. So my chives here are actually coming back from last year. I've repotted them at least once, if not twice, to here, and they're doing really well. My petunia flowers, we had a storm blow through yesterday, and in fact, I went to pick my daughter up at school, and about 30 minutes before they were supposed to get out of school, the sirens went off, and of course they have to put them in tornado shelters, and they also open it up after they have the kids in. They will open it up to the parents who are there to pick up their kids. So we had the teachers put 900 kids into the shelter in 4 minutes. That's impressive now. Due to all that, this poor petunia has taken a beating. So we'll just go ahead and pull the flowers, and it should repopulate. Because petunias are really good about that, especially when you deadhead them. So here, I'll quit deadheading and we'll move on. We have sage here. There is nothing in this row yet. I don't know what to put there just yet. On the back side of this, we have thyme. That is lemon thyme. Now I have this one just on the roller base, and I'm telling you, the roller spinny base is the way to go. So I have 2 more roller spinny bases on order, and when they come in, I'm going to transfer that one over to a roller spinny base because I'm telling you, it's worth it. Here's my next pot that I have replaced here on the patio. This stuff is all left over from last year. It was a perennial. When I had to transfer one pot to the next, it's kind of taken a little bit of an abuse, and it's not looking the best. And then we have all the pretty flowers because, you know, we need pretty flowers in our life. Now I also have this here that I haven't decided exactly where I'm going to plant it just yet. So my patio is been cleaned, but it's one of those, we're still working on putting the roof on. We're missing roof like that far, and so the patio isn't just completely clean. We did pull the covers off of my chairs and we cleaned them, but again, we are going to put some, I think 2x10, maybe I'm wrong there, up there to kind of fill in those gaps so that the rain won't come in. Plus we will have guttering once we finish out the side of the house. We've still been working on wiring and that type of thing, therefore we cannot completely finish up the siding. And I know this has been going on since last year, but I mean, one thing leads to another, leads to another, leads to another, and that's the way it's gone. I've spent more time on my roof or on a ladder working on this pergola than I care to mention. The pergola was kind of more of a distant thing. However, the roof that we had an awning, a canopy thing here over our table. The wind destroyed it. So we decided to just go ahead and get this done. We have 2 fans, one's directly above my head to help move the air. Plus we put lights up, as you can see. We also have this fan right here, and we're gonna have another fan just like the ones in the ceiling, kind of in that area right there, but we have to get the roof on. Please don't judge my table. It's kind of been the collect all since we've been working on this. But I did something fun, and I bought an olive tree. So in my area, the olive tree really needs to live pretty much indoors during the winter. And that's okay. That's what we plan on doing. but we have him out here on the patio. The roof that we used allows light in, but it also has UV protectant, so you can sit under it and it kind of protects you from the harsh UV rays and stuff, so that's nice. But anyway, I have this cute little plant. Here's another one of my pots that I have replaced. Like all the white pots and the one black that were on my patio last year. The black one was doing okay, but I figured if I was changing all of them out to this real pretty blue, I might as well just change them all out. The black one, if you remember, was over by the door where all those petunias are. Anyway, all the white ones, they were supposed to be winter-proof. They were not. So they were all falling apart. Like, if you touched anything right around here, it fell off. I had one have a great big hole in it. It was kind of crazy. This is kind of planted funny. Last year, this pot kind of in this area was planted to zinnias. But this year, I have 3 tomato plants. There's 1, 2, and 3. I can't remember exactly what variety they are. I actually bought all my tomato plants this year because I never got them started. And then I have basil. I think I need to plant a little more basil, but that's what I have so far in this pot. So over here, this is English time. I wanted to keep my English and my lemon kind of separated so that they hopefully didn't cross-pollinate. And then this is lavender. He was prettier when I planted him. I don't know if the rain is kind of giving him a beating or what. And then I have oregano. The oregano, again, was also doing really well until the rains yesterday. The one thing about oregano and mint, both of them are a very invasive plant. You want to keep them contained because otherwise they will take over, and they are very invasive. So I put the oregano in this one. Like I said, I have Greek oregano in another pot, and then I have the mint in a pot, and they should hopefully stay where they're at. That's the hope. Miss Moo does not have anything in her yet because this is my daughter's planter, and this weekend I'm going to take the girls and we're going to go buy stuff for their planters. My oldest daughter, she had planted some Gerber daisies, I believe it was, in here, which they are perennials, and they came back last year, but for some reason they are not coming back this year. So I guess she's just going to have to totally replant this, so I left it for her. This one, my littlest picked out that flower, and that flower is not doing very well. I don't know why. Then I have 2 different sets of petunias. Again, these rains that we have had, I'm sorry, that was a cattle pot, also known as a cattle hauler or a cattle semi. Anyway, he was loud. So my petunias have kind of taken a beating from all the rains that we've had. Now, I do not want to complain about the rains, and please don't take that as I'm complaining, because we have been in a drought for the last 2, if not 3 years, and I'm hoping that maybe we can come out of it this year. We've actually started the year back in a drought. We were supposed to not, but, things happen. Okay, so now, let's see where to start. As you can tell, this is not finished. This is my husband's outdoor kitchen. We have a little wood deal here, and I've asked him if he maybe wants to put some kind of a door so that we can add the wood from here and not have to carry it around on the patio. That remains to be seen what we do here. That pole that runs through there is electric to get it from one side of the kitchen to the other. Therefore, we can't really move the pole. It's kind of where it is now. So again, I don't know what we're going to do about being able to put the wood in underneath so that we have it, because it's going to feed our pizza oven. So this area is a little bit of an eyesore, and it has been, but I also have to keep it where we can get to that, because we are actually going to cover that in, and I can't remember if we're going to put this stuff here on this side or if we were going to do something kind of more like siding. They have siding that kind of looks like a faux rock or faux brick or whatever, and I think we were debating just doing that. So all we have to do is come in and put boards cut out for the electrical sockets there, obviously, and then just put the siding on, and I'm really, really, really hoping that that's it. And if that's the case, maybe we can get that done fairly soon. But This looks nasty, so disgusting, and it has been the end-all be-all collect-all bane of my existence, lots of different things. So right now we have a bunch of leaves that I need to get in and get out. I finally pulled out my Christmas lights. I had some Christmas lights that sit on little stands that line this whole thing. They were there and plugged in until about a month ago. Maybe not even that long ago. Anyway, whatever. So then I have this is coming back. These are Asiatic lilies. So they are coming back. Woohoo! I don't think that's weeds. I'm pretty sure that that's the lilies, although it's starting to look like that weed. So I don't know. I don't even know at this point. So then I did potato grow bags this year. Now, we'll talk about this here in just a minute, but I did potato grow bags this year for a couple of reasons. One, I don't know if you know anything about potato grow bags, and I don't actually see, oh, there's one. They have an opening right here where you can flip it up and you can actually see if there's any progress going on down below. I hope there is, and I actually yesterday saw that there are some flowers on that particular one, so that is a good sign. Oh, we've got flowers here too. That means that it's doing something. I don't know what the something is. I planted Yukon Gold, Irish Cobbler, Kennebec, red potatoes. There's some purple potatoes in here too, but I can't remember exactly what they are. But they are purple potatoes. I have 12 potato grow bags, and I planted anywhere from 3 to 4 potatoes, seed potatoes, per bag. So hopefully we will get some potatoes. Now, if you've never used potato grow bags, which truthfully I haven't, but I've done a lot of research, the cool thing is, and the reason that I was drawn to it this year, well, one of the reasons, is because you can take a tarp, you can lay it out, dump the potato grow bag out onto the tarp, fish out your potatoes, and then you have all of your soil that you had in your bag collected, and you can put it wherever you want to next. So that's exciting, and that's the plan for these. Now, a lady at the greenhouse, she did not work there. She was just a lady who saw me buying potatoes and was talking to me. She told me that if I planted them around March 17th, which is what I did, I think I planted them on the 13th or 14th, that they should be ready to harvest by Mother's Day. Now, Mother's Day is Sunday. I don't think these are going to be ready. They aren't showing the signs of being ready, so maybe I didn't do it right. I did go ahead and I added more soil in yesterday, and I have actually added more soil a couple of different times. She also informed me on how to can them, so that's the next thing, is once we get them, then I need to either dry them and use them or can them or whatever I need to do. Okay, we got all that out, but we're not done yet. Oh, no, why would we be done yet? So, I fell in a hole. There's a hole right there. Okay. So, all of my water hose comes in here from behind my air conditioner. The air conditioner, maybe not, going away. I keep getting told it is, and then I keep getting told it's not. And then I'm told it is, and then I'm told it's not. There's a long story there, as with everything in my life. And sometimes I just don't even know. I may or may not be standing in what might potentially be the new part of my house. But I'm starting to kind of think, no, whatever. Okay, so this looks hideous to me. Like, I love the potato grow bags, and I love having them this close to the house, because then I am more likely to check on them and whatever. But I still have all these nasty weeds, and I'm tired of weeds, and I can't really get in here with anything to weed, so I have to pull weeds and all that. So yesterday, I made a trip to Lowe's twice. And I bought bricks. So I'm going to go in and I am going to circle that out, and we are going to put bricks. Now, I do not want to actually plant anything there. That is not the goal, because for one, I have to be able to get to the backside of my husband's kitchen to finish that out. And the way that the front of my house is going, they're going to kill everything if I plant anything there. So the goal is we are going to round this out somehow. I'm not exactly sure how. And then we are going to fill it in with rock like this. And then I can put my potato grow bags in there. Oh, but if I need to get in there, we can move the potato grow bags away. We can do whatever we need, then put them back, and they will still look pretty. Plus, it doesn't kill any of my stuff, and then I don't have to like weed eat in there and whatever. It kind of helps with the weed control. That is the goal and the plan. Okay. Then yesterday was a busy day for me. That's how much rain we got. You can't really tell, but it's about a half an inch deep maybe. Anyway, this is a tomato. I planted it in a not a potato grow bag, but just a fabric grow bag, whatever you want to call it, yesterday. So he's planted now. So we're going to call this the judgment-free portion of this, because a lot has happened and a lot has not happened. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so there's the rose bush that has been there. Apparently my dogs decided that they needed to dig holes in my front, which I did not know about. That sucks. I have weeds. Go figure. I have windows. Apparently I am growing windows, or else I just haven't done anything with them because we pulled the windows out of my house. That's been entertaining. So I have old siding and no siding. The boxes on my front porch, those are above ground boxes to turn into garden boxes. They've been there since like February. I can't remember if they came UPS or FedEx, but the delivery man, he delivered them his first day, and like a month later he's like, man, I've worked here for a month and you still haven't moved those. And we're like, well, they're garden boxes and we haven't decided where we're going to put them yet, so they just sit there. Okay, I planted flowers in this. They seem to have weathered the rain a little bit better yesterday than not. That one is not coming back. My sister-in-law gave me an elephant ear last year for my birthday, and I planted it kind of right there. It started coming back, as you can see from this picture, but something happened to it and it's gone. I don't know what happened to it. Okay, so apparently I'm also growing lights. That box got taken over by weeds. I need to get in here and I need to get all the old dead stuff from the 2020 mum. But the 2020 mom is coming back and he's beautiful. Why is it always a he? That's my question. That's coming back. This has not been planted, I don't think. I don't think I planted anything in here. This I planted to actual seeds and nothing is coming up. They were supposed to be Shasta daisies. None of them germinated. They're not coming up. I have another one of these dudes. So I planted seeds directly in here. Let's see, that was a zinnia. These are dill. That's dill. This was cabbage. That was cabbage. This was sugar snap peas. This is the only one that is germinated and doing anything. That's sugar snap peas. I need to get it also on a spinner so that I can kind of spin it around. But it does get fairly decent sun pretty much most of the day. It'll come in morning from this angle. It'll come in afternoon from that way. And then, of course, daylight. It kind of comes in from the front. Let's see if I don't fall down. And then I planted those in there. So they're so pretty. Now, my plants are back there. Nothing is coming up. Those are bought cheap flowers that was, I don't know. Then this is my Arctic Fire dogwood. And when we were working on pulling off the siding on the house back in like late February, early March, my husband even made me come in and trim back some of this. And look at this dude. He like takes up over half of this one wall. It's quite entertaining and amusing. And my sister-in-law and I get a good kick out of it almost every day. My dog is apparently scratching on it. That's cool. Oh, look at that. I actually have something coming up in there. That's strange because I did not know that, because I hadn't had. That is Asylum. I did not know I actually had stuff coming up in there. That one, nothing came up. And that one, nothing came up. I have this pot that I need to fill. My rose, he got cut completely back to the ground and is coming back in full force. Is he not gorgeous? And then I have all these weeds. We're just not going to talk about the weeds. This is judgment free. This is my little one's pot that she needs to fill with flowers. So it's just sitting there. My hibiscus is coming back. I did come through and cut off all the dead. This was a mum, but it got wood dropped on it and people dropped on it and so much dropped on it that it's probably not going to come back. There were like 3 of them here. One kind of over there. This one. There was one right there. I don't think any of them are coming back. None of them. This one got killed. Something got put in on top of that. Oh wait, that's an air conditioner. I had elephant ears that actually got put over here, and all last summer they would get stomped on and then try to grow, and get stomped on and try and grow, stomped on and try and grow. It was a vicious cycle. And then I have another hibiscus, and it's coming back. So a friend of mine here recently was offering to give me some bearded lady irises, and I just need to go to her house and dig them up, and they are mine. She also offered to give me some of the naked lady flowers, and I was like, oh, I have those. I said, I always get the greens. You can kind of see them here through the weeds. I said, but all I ever get is the greens anymore. I never get the flowers because we buried our power cable that brings the power into our house a couple, 2 years ago now? And when they did, they tore up my naked lady flowers. And when they put them back, I get the greens every year with no flowers. My tree in the backyard that got struck by lightning in 2021, we finally got it taken down sometime in March. And I'm so glad that we did, mainly because some of the storms we've had in the last couple of weeks, if we hadn't, we may have either lost a house, lost a barn, lost a truck, lost a camper. Like, it was in really bad shape. And it was one of those that every time I heard a storm come through, even if it was one that blew up in the middle of the night that wasn't really predicted, I would jump out of bed and go move trucks at 2 a.m. if I had to, because I didn't want the tree to drop on the trucks. So this is a tree that I tried to plant, and I've tried to plant a tree here a couple of different times and just not had any luck. So what I need to do is I need to come and pull the bricks that are surrounding this area so that I can just mow it all down. But I had I think this was an apple tree. I've tried a cherry tree also, and the storm actually broke it off. So while the winds we've been lucky here, but 6 miles to the north, which is town has been hit by an F1, an F0, and at least straight line winds 2 to 3 different times. And there's actually one tornado that I'm pretty sure hit, and they haven't classified it yet. So these were irises. We're a little bit past their prime, obviously. I came in with the lawnmower and tried to mow around them, and I don't know, this may just be a weed, but how pretty are those? Like, those are really pretty. I've never seen them before. The flowers that I always plant, well, this was a flower deal that I started on this side of the driveway, and the one that I have on the other side of the driveway is pretty much non-existent, and so I've just mowed it down because nothing's coming and I didn't want tall grass in my yard. So let's talk about the garden. First off, I did have a few irises come up. Oh, you see the fence. Well, here was what the goal was. Last summer, late last fall maybe, I decided I was going to put chicken wire up completely around my garden. And I was going to bring the chickens over and let them eat the garden, fertilize the garden, that kind of thing. You know, all the things that chickens do to gardens. And then I ran out of wire and I didn't get it completely surrounded. So I think most all my stuff here is weeds. I did have some rhubarb coming up, but I don't think the rhubarb is gonna come up now. Like, it's just decided to go kaput. This is the garden. I've actually started tearing it out so that we can put it back in. I haven't gotten as far as I would like, and for quite a while there were no weeds of any sort. It is a hideous monstrosity. I can't get in with the lawnmower because I still have my beds in here, so I don't know what to do. I get to figure this out. I never dug up my potatoes last year because last year was just not a good year for something. And so I actually have potatoes coming back. Maybe we'll dig them up. Nothing else, feed them to the chickens. My roosters, they crow all hours of the day. It's like they don't know that there's a difference between morning and day, and I don't know. This is all weeds, which is sad. That I don't think I had any perennials in here anyway. So the garden is what it is. This is why most of everything I'm doing this year is in grow bags. And that's why also my 2 flower boxes that my husband bought me are still on my front porch, because I have to have somewhere to go with them, and right now I don't have that. So last but not least, this garden bed, it's a raised one that was planted to a lot of different herbs, has been killed off by everything and more that you see sitting on it. This one I had some extra garlic, so I went ahead and I planted it here. And honestly, I think that the garlic is doing better here than it is over in the green stalk. This garden bed came out of the garden, but we haven't done anything with it yet, so it's just collecting weeds. That's cool. My mother-in-law has 2 grow bags over here with tomatoes and some basil. And then she planted these flowers and those flowers. And then her window grow box, we got a new liner, Coca-Cola liner for it. And she's planted those. She put a sweet potato here in the corner of this. These are actually some of the things that came out of the garden. I was going to go a little bit higher, but it was starting to get late enough that I wanted to get this planted. And I didn't have any more of these yet, landscaping timbers, so I just went ahead and I bought some soil yesterday. So we filled it with stuff out of the chicken house, and then I've got probably roughly 2 inches of store-bought soil, garden soil on top of it. And then I have, so over in that corner I have 1 celebrity tomato, then I have 2 Husky Red. The other 3 Husky Red are in that planter on my patio, and then my mother-in-law has 1, so I had 6 to start with. Then we have 5 Big Beef, and then this whole front here is 6 La Roma. Not Roma, La Roma, because like I said, I bought them, so I had to kind of go with what I could find. This is the soil that I used. Is it the best? I don't know. Is it the worst? I don't know. It's just what I used. So, and then finally, last but not least, I planted the window box in front of my husband's work window with those because they were just absolutely gorgeous. We did replace that Coca-Cola liner. I need to come in and kind of clean this out. And I think I'm going to put one of the garden boxes, like the one over there with the weeds in it here, and one in front of my mother-in-law, and we can plant them to flowers as well, or fruit and veggies, whatever. So that is, I don't even know what month we're in, May. This year has like flown by. I have the hiccups. It's crazy. So anyway, that is my May 2024 garden tour update. See you next time.